Well, making the mandate worth it is one expectation from Nigerians from different states and even from the federal level. And of course, Channels Television is always here to bring those stories to you. Are they keeping to their promises or not? Well, one other company we can hold to their promises, Dangote Industries Limited. A couple of days ago, we saw that listing of 300 billion euro, opening the floor for members of the public to participate in the growth of Dangote. Well, we want to talk more on that and the impact it can bring to you with Mr. Funsho Akere, Chief Executive, Stanbic IBTC Capital. Mr. Akere, good morning. Thank you so much for your time. How has the response been so far since the listing of that 300 billion naira bonds?
Good morning.
How has the response been so far, Mr. Akere?
Yeah, so I think it's look, I think the market obviously the two things. I think first is, for people who are companies that are looking to tap the domestic debt capital markets to raise financing to fund their projects. This is a clear signal to them that the domestic debt capital markets are deep enough to provide the required financing. And then obviously on the other end, investors who are looking for long-term instruments to match their portfolios. So if you look at insurance companies who are writing annuities and looking for longer dated instruments, the 10-year bond, for example, gives those investors that opportunity. Same for pension funds who are looking for longer dated instruments just because of the nature of the assets that they have. This obviously is a welcome development. So overall, I would say that the market response has been very positive. It's not surprising because Dangote Industries has been at the forefront of deepening the market, whether it's the equity capital market or the debt capital market.
So what are the requirements, what are the categories of people participating in this bond?
Yeah, so there was wide participation from a diverse universe of investors. We had, the domestic institutional investors comprising your pension funds and asset managers. We also had insurance companies participate in the bond. We had mutual funds participate in the fund. We had, HNIs, qualified HNIs participate in the bond issuance. I think it's important to note that the program size was 300 billion, and there were two issuances under the program. The first issuance, was 188 billion, and under that issuance was a 7-year and 10-year bond. And that is the largest bond issuance in the history of the Nigerian capital markets. And then the second, which was utilizing the balance of the program, was 112 billion, and that was a 10-year fixed rate bond. So that gave investors, like I mentioned earlier, access to 7-year paper and 10-year paper, with a very solid credit quality.
All right. So on the other hand, what difference do we expect this 300 billion naira to do to the company? We do know that Dangote has a lot of ongoing projects. What difference will it make? How does it impact the company?
Yeah, I think, every company wants to have a funding plan that is diverse. You want to be able to go to the market, raise funding from banks. You also want to be able to raise funding from investors. Now, what this has done for Dangote Industries is it's giving Dangote Industries, a wider universe to raise, the funding that it requires to implement the projects. And, Dangote Industries has been at the forefront of implementing projects that are instrumental to the development of the Nigerian economy, or that cut across various sectors of the Nigerian economy. So it's a positive development.
All right, we'll look forward to those positive developments and to affect some of those projects. Those projects that Nigerians are looking forward to, we do hope it will speed up, the implementation of it. But thank you so much, Mr. Funsho Akere, the Chief Executive of Stanbic IBTC Capital. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Have a good day.